Hello and welcome to the Elland Road Roundup with me, Rob Mulholland. It's my weekly look back at all the events surrounding Leeds United. I say weekly, didn't do one last week. Soz! So let's catch up on what I've missed and then we'll get to the scummy business of this week. Because at the start of the month we had a lovely little break of a couple of weeks and wasn't it nice? Think back on those 2 weeks without any Leeds games. There was no new injuries. There was no crushing defeats. There was no miserable Twitter meltdowns. It was a beautiful, peaceful place to be. And then off we went for a little trip to Birmingham.
It's got more canals than Venice.
Yeah, but are their canals full of turds and shopping trolleys like yours are? I don't think so, Birmingham. Wind your fucking neck in. To play Aston Villa. Now, obviously, we've had a bit of a run-in with Villa over the last couple of seasons, which led to us winning our coveted FIFA Fair Play award. You'll never sing that. But now it kind of feels like both of our fan bases and West Ham's have joined in this little circle-jerking little tug-off thing where we're like online like, you're a proper club, you are. Yeah, you're a real club. I hope Declan Rice stays with you. Yeah, Grealish should have never left. You know what? I like it. Let's just all have a big cuddle, shall we, guys? Villa, of course, are currently managed by Steven Gerrard. By far the best English midfielder of his generation. Not even close. Not even fucking close. Who brought with him his assistant, and I shit you not, Austin McPhee. Now, when I say that name, you might be expecting the sort of quirky, kooky husband to a magical nanny, but no, he's actually this set-piece coach who looks like he was poached from Mordor FC. I think we all collectively greeted the starting lineup with a groan as we saw that Dan James had been selected as a centre-forward again. But how wrong we fucking were. Because we didn't know that Dan James that morning had decided to identify as Michael Owen in 1998. He opened the scoring early with a lovely finish and then set about playing the rest of the game with such ferocity that you could actually watch Tyrone Mings get PTSD in real time. We were playing lovely, aggressive football, controlling most of the match, looking much the better side, and we'd got the early goal. So naturally, being Leeds United, we headed towards the half-time interval 3-1 down. Now this was due to Philip Coutinho and Jacob Ramsey combining to put on an attacking masterclass. They were fucking fantastic, you have to give them that. They were pulling our defence all over the place like my Todger when I was 14. How the fuck is Philippe Coutinho playing for Villa, by the way? It's unfair. You turn up expecting to play Aston Villa and they've got this fucker playing for them. It's like turning up to a pub league pool game and finding out that the Dog and Duck have just signed Ronnie O'Sullivan. He's amazing. Jacob Ramsey is a real talent. Our defence is our defence. 3 fucking goals. Misery. But then, just before the half-time interval, Dan James leapt like a mighty Welsh salmon to nod in the second. Could there be any more embarrassing fate for a Premier League centre-back than getting out-jumped for a header by Dan James? Dan James is shorter than a list of Toby Young's friends. It's like losing a dance-off to Anne Widdecombe. If I was Tyrone Mings, when that happened to me, I would have just walked straight out of the stadium without saying goodbye to anyone and walked into the nearest canal full of piss and corpses and just fucking stayed there. So, you know, fair play to him for sticking out for the rest of the game and fucking up another 45 minutes. Well done, lad. The game carried on with a crazy intensity in the second half, and after yet another mistake from England's Tyrone Mings, Diego Llorente swept in an equaliser and everything went fucking bananas. By the 83rd minute, the intensity had got so much that there was just fucking casualties everywhere. Everyone was going down with cramp. There's not been that many legs in the air in Birmingham since your Mars Hindu. One player who wasn't knackered was Dan James. As when Tyler Roberts' ghostly visage appeared on the touchlines, Dan spoke for pretty much every Leeds fan, I imagine, when he looked over and told Bielsa to fucking sling it. Now, obviously, he actually just told him he was fine to carry on and there was no need to replace him. He was still feeling good. Can you imagine what would happen if a player told Bielsa he wasn't coming off the pitch? Marcelo would boot him through the fucking dressing room wall. But at the time, it did kind of look like that, and I was like, oh, crikey. And, you know, in the form that he was in, on a hat-trick, fucking leave him there, I reckon. Ashley Young also made a brief cameo at the end of the game, just in time to remind us that he is a fucking snide little scum wank. The game itself was classic Bielsa ball. It was lunacy, just pure chaos, amazing attacking football from both sides, and fuck all defending. You know how Kanye West once said that his greatest regret in life is not being able to see himself live? Well, My greatest regret is that I'm never going to be able to watch Bielsa's Leeds as a neutral. It must be so fucking fun. But for me, it is causing me aneurysms 2 times a fucking week. In the time between games, a new song for Stuart Dallas emerged. He's deserved his own proper custom-made chant for a long time now, and it was lovely to see this one getting an airing. It's a bloody good one. I hope it joins the repertoire, and I'm sure we'll have plenty of opportunities to sing it coming up. So naturally, he got injured about 10 minutes into our trip to Pissy Pants Lampard's newly Tory Everton. If there's any cunt in the league I don't want to lose to, it's that snivelling, pathetic, born with a whole silver cutlery drawer up his arse, chubby little wank Frank Lampard. But life's a shithouse. We started badly, we were bad in the middle, and we finished the game badly. It was just an all-round mare of a performance for which Bielsa gave us the perfect visual metaphor. We always look worse to me in the 3-3-1-3 when our opponents put 2 up top, and unfortunately I think that chubby little snitching rat Lampard has figured that out. But it's not my job to analyse how and why we lost. Go see some fucking tactics dork for that. So I'll just show you our 3 best shots of the match. Firstly, Rodrigo spanked the bar like a naughty toddler. Oh, what a banger. And then Rodrigo smashed the bar again. Oh, what a banger. And then Luke Ayling smashed Mason Holgate in the fucking mush. Banging. Now those 2 Rodrigo efforts were gorgeous, and in another parallel dimension might have just nicked a slightly lower on the bar, gone in and given us something undeserved from the game. But it wasn't to be. Rodrigo's performances though are the positives at the moment. He's been playing fucking incredibly, and he's starting to finally look like he might be the man to fill Pablo Hernandez's giant shoes. Nothing to do with his legacy, I just hear he's really into those big goth boots. Apart from that, all game we were pretty depressingly shite, so shall we just never talk about it again and move on? Let's do that. In fact, if you want to distract yourself from the misery, why don't you just press that little like button down there? I'm told it really helps. In the following days, Leeds fan Paddy Miller won a year's supply of pizzas from Chicago Town and asked them generously to donate them to a local food bank instead. What a bloody good egg, Paddy. Good on you. And riding the wave of subsequent publicity, Chicago Town were convinced to up their donation to 1,000 pizzas. Now, thanks to Paddy's generosity and that of Chicago Town's, although they are a massive multinational corporation, so let's not get too carried away. They were enjoying the free advertising. 1,000 families in Leeds have something to eat. And not just anything, a delicious cheesy disc. Ooh. See, Leeds fans can be nice. Also this week, reports emerged that Marcelo Bielsa received a request from a young fan for a signed photo. So Marcelo sent one to him and also requested a signed photo of the kid who'd sent the letter for himself. My God, Marcelo, stop being so bloody adorable. Although, to be fair, whether that story is adorable or not really depends on what he then did with that photo. It's not quite as cute if it turns out he just needed a new backing for his dartboard. I'm joking, he's the loveliest man on earth. And so to Sunday. Not Saturday, like Robin Koch seemed to think. Those scum bastards at home. And the weather matched the poison and fury that was to come in the stadium with the worst weather conditions I've possibly ever watched football in. Every time the ball hit the deck, this huge misty gush just squirted out, like your ma when she sees a photo of me. The heavens opened from above us, and hell opened from below us, as that wretched club of cunts slithered into town. I hate those fucking cunts so fucking much. I hate their preening rapist gang of players. I hate their smug plastic cockney fans. I hate their giant hollow dump of a stadium. I hate their fucking kits. I hate that little twat of a devil on their badge. I hate anyone who doesn't hate them. Fuck Man United. Fuck every last one of them. I hope Old Trafford burns down with Ryan Giggs inside. I hate that diving twat Bruno Fernandes and his little fucking rat face. I hate Luke Shaw and his chubby gut and his little downsy mole rat head. I hate Harry Maguire and his Greek police fiddling Easter Island head. I hate David De Gea and his little converted to Islam in jail beard. I hate Marcus Rashford. Who fucking needs him when you've got Paddy Miller? I hate Scott McTominay. How the fuck did he stay on the pitch, by the way? Tackle after tackle, coming in later than a rail replacement bus. It nearly fucking decapitated Robin Koch, who apparently passed a concussion protocol after this, despite spending the next 10 minutes wandering around like he'd just left Mint Club at 3 a.m. It was a nice moment when he had that headband on, though, and he briefly channeled Paddy Kisnorbo. Got me excited. I hate Paul Tierney, who was clearly wearing the wrong colour shirt on that day, but most of all, I hate that disgusting, greasy psychopath art attack head-looking cunt Cristiano Ronaldo, and I was fucking delighted that he got no joy all day. God, they really are a grubby, disgusting hive of vermin. Enjoy your win, you still fucking cunts. We started the game very well, but once Robin Koch went off, it did destabilise us as we did one of the classic Bielsa shift 5 players to move 1 sort of thing. And the resulting confusion led to us cheaply conceding a couple of goals before half-time, including one from a corner where our only tall player Pascal Struijk was for some reason near the fucking halfway line. Going into the break, we were 2-0 behind, it was pissing it down, and it's fair to say I was fucking miserable. At half-time, Bielsa pressed the fuck it button and brought on Joe Gelhardt and Rafinha, and 7 minutes into the half, I experienced the greatest minute of my life. Sorry losing my virginity, you're in second place now. As Rodrigo curled in a beautiful effort in order to get us one back. He whipped it in from the wings and definitely meant it 100%. I am absolutely certain of that. And Elland Road was fucking bouncing. We were right back in it. It felt fucking amazing. And then, before we'd even stopped celebrating, 24 minutes after the restart, Rafinha had the ball in the back of the net again, and everything went absolutely ballistic. I barely remember what happened when that goal went in. It feels like I blacked out. I was so blown away with adrenaline and excitement. I was like upside down for a bit. I'm covered in bruises. I lost my hat for a while. I picked up several small injuries all at once, and I couldn't have given less of a fuck. Genuinely, I think that might be the greatest moment I have ever experienced inside a football stadium. And to be honest, it's one of the best of my fucking life. If you were there, you know how special that was. Unless you're Mickey P. Kerr, who was in the bar having another pint and missed both the goals. You stupid dickhead, Mickey. After that, Scott McTominay got a deserved second yellow, we hold on to a deserved point, and Cristiano Ronaldo was nabbed by the police and is now rotting in Armley jail. Haha, of course not. We're Leeds United, we don't get nice things. Whilst our performers stepped up a lot in the second half, we were once again undone by the sort of clinical finishing that £1 billion buys you. Fun fact, our entire starting lineup cost less than Jadon Sancho. And we fell to another spirited but ultimately fucking gutting loss. The Death Star wins again. Hooray for the overdogs. What a footballing story they are. Our lads did us proud though, there was no shame in what happened, it was an incredible game of football. Again, wish I was a fucking neutral. There were amazing performances all over the pitch from us, and genuinely tons of players who did not deserve to be on the losing side. It was one of Click's best games in a Leeds shirt. He was incredible. Junior Firpo was brilliant after he came on and really showed us he got what it meant to be Leeds by flying through Elanga and then giving him the old bites your leg stare. On Elanga, the FA is currently investigating missiles that were thrown towards him during his goal celebration. And that phrase always makes me laugh. It's a fucking empty Fanta bottle. It's not a Soviet scud. And no, I do not condone throwing shit at players, but also, who gives a fuck? It's a plastic pop bottle. It bounced off. He's fine. Let's fucking grow up, all right? It doesn't need to be a big deal. What did you think was going to happen at a Leeds Man U game? In years to come, we'll only remember that one amazing minute, and hopefully we will forget about the rain-soaked misery that was the rest of it. How much better is it to be Leeds United and lose than to be Man United and win? Fucking loads. Fuck them cunts, fuck their 3 points, and fuck the police for leaving Ronaldo out on the streets. But there were positives to take from the game, and in general, we're playing alright at the moment. We actually are. We're 11th in the form table, and Brentford, who are 1 point ahead of us, and we've got 2 games in hand, are currently 20th in it. Whilst it is getting a little bit squeaky bum down the bottom, I also still think we'll be fine if we get, the whole spine of our team back at any point. Please. Every week I'm saying this. I just want to see Patrick Bamford and Kalvin Philips and Liam Cooper again, please. Anyway, at least we've got a nice easy game coming up to blow the cobwebs off. It's, it's Liverpool away. I'll be back with another video very soon. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to get these videos ad-free and support me in making more of them, head over to patreon.com like all these beautiful bastards did. Click there. Go on. And if you want to watch another video, why not make it this one from my comedy channel?